Despite the rough economic struggles for several larger companies, times have been really good for Nestle Purina PetCare in 2012, and the management team has decided to send several associates from the ORM department to the peaceful and serene island of Kenoi for a fun in the sun vacation. Kenoi Island is just off the coast of Papua New Guinea. It's a wild and untamed paradise virtually untouched by modern civilization. From the lush rainforest to the mountain highlands and white sandy beaches, Kenoi is considered a pearl in the necklace of the chain of islands. Similar to its sister island Benoi, for many, it is a heaven on earth. It's a place of peace and pristine beauty, where travelers can leave their worries and cares of the world behind. Each of the friends grab their resort pamphlet and itinerary and start to daydream about the island adventure ahead of them. These lucky associates will enjoy 6 days, 7 nights at the 5-star Royal Palms Resort on the island of Kenoi. They will also have access to the city of Lornay, located within 2 to 3 miles of the resort. Lornay is a third world city and is the capital of Kenoi Island. Most of the population resides inside the city. Lornay is split into various areas, including the Shantytown, Dunescliff Point, the Market District, and Manga Road, which leads into the lush, untamed jungles of the island. Underneath Lornay is the city's sewer system, which includes a vast chain of subterranean passageways. There are various manhole access points within Lornay to enter and exit these sewers, but there's no reason you'd want to go there when you have a nice, beautiful beach and resort and pool to swim in. Adam Bauman, Tracy Davis, and several others check their airplane tickets and see that their flight leaves at 5:15 p.m. and that they will have several stops along the way to refuel and pick up other travelers. Most of the friends are happy to know that they will be making a brief stop at the Orlando International Airport to pick up Christine Alexander, longtime ORM friend who has decided to join all of you on your journey. From there, you will have another 14 long hours ahead of you. Additional stops include Venezuela, and then far across the Atlantic Ocean to Papua New Guinea, and then the plane will continue the last stretch over the Cape Verde Islands, where the beautiful island of Kenoi is located. No one ever said paradise could be found just around the corner. Then the powers that be have decided that paradise is located over 8,000 nautical miles from St. Louis. Joe Marshall finishes packing his bags and is called for a taxi to pick him up at 2:30 p.m. Many of the others have made similar arrangements for getting to Lambert Airport. There are 42 other friends from St. Louis that will be embarking on this vacation of a lifetime. It's approximately 2:35 in the afternoon when the taxi arrives. The cab driver, wearing a not-so-attractive fedora hat, loads the luggage into his trunk as Joe gets into the back seat and prepares to make his way to St. Louis Lambert Airport. The yellow cab, filled with a strong scent of one too many strawberry and coconut air fresheners, overpowers Joe's senses as the vehicle screams down the highway. After 20 to 30 minutes in the stylish taxi, Joe Marshall and several others arrive at the Lambert Airport Terminal No. 2 for international flights. Joe tips his cab driver a whopping 75 cents and quickly grabs his luggage and sprints off to the automatic doors. The cabbie yells out,
"Hey man, you call this a tip?"
Joe yells back,
"Yeah, I got a tip for you. Take a shower, you filthy animal. Never wear that fedora hat again."
The cabbie, in not so good of a mood, flips Joe a special hand sign. He slams his trunk and races off in his taxi. The rest of the travelers meet up with the various coworker friends just inside the airport foyer.
So this is a cave job theory, but hey, has anybody ever heard of this place we're going to?
No, but sounds down.
I've heard something close to it.
It's free, right? That's right. That's right. You're gonna pay for it. That's something you don't say when you That's what I'm talking about right there.
Dog treats. We're going to the dog.
That's a free show, Michael.
Melissa Reichert and Matt Baumberger stand in line as they prepare to show their passport IDs to the TSA guards and wait to enter the metal detectors. Elisa Dota, John Bender, and some of the others decide to jump in the shorter line and use the new full-body image scanners. They smirk to the others as there's no shame in their game, so they throw up their hands and within moments they are through the checkpoint and putting back on their shoes, belts, and other various metal items. Lindsay Klippel and Andy Firmanek decide to use the conventional scanners and manage to make their way through the detectors fairly fast, as they have remembered to have all their liquids in 3-ounce bottles and also to have all their metallic items out of their pockets. The rest of the members round up their items and make their way to Gate 12D to await their boarding announcements. Around 4:40 p.m., the TSA boarding attendant announces that the B section passengers are now available to board the plane. Cherish Kelly and Kristen McLean are amongst the first to turn in their tickets and head down the slanted pathway to board the plane. As they enter the airplane, They are greeted by Captain Aaron Jeffries and co-pilot Wilson Fitzpatrick.
North by Northwest Airlines. We fly because you can't. Anybody know how to fly this thing?
Flight attendant Emily Pennington also greets you as everyone takes their assigned seats.
Would you like that in the can?
Review last week with the FAA. I didn't bother to go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been doing this long enough. I think I can handle it.
What did they fail you for?
They didn't feel me. I didn't even go. By the way, I left my contacts at home. Do you think I can borrow those glasses?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know, they put me up for review after I hit another plane.
Oh, yeah.
At least it was taxiing down the runway.
Boy,
At least it wasn't in the air, right?
I know how that goes.
Oh, man, I'm going to need a couple drinks later. I think so.
You ready for this layover in Hanoi?
I am in Hanoi, yes.
Hanoi.
Yes,
I said Hanoi. I meant Hanoi.
Exactly.
I don't know where I'm going.
Oh, it's alright. You don't know where you're going.
This
You
thing
can see
flies
anything.
itself, you know? I mean,
After a short 20-minute boarding wait, all passengers have been accounted for, and the captain comes in over the speaker.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for flying on North by Northwest Airlines. This is flight 1459. We're headed to Kenoi Island. It's about 75 degrees out here in St. Louis. We're looking for a really nice, smooth flight. About 18 hours. We do have a layover. So sit back and enjoy the flight. Thank you again for flying North by Northwest Airlines.
Can't wait till Miss Pennington gets here.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Stewardess, man, she needs to get me some adult beverages.
I understand.
Oof. It's been a long one. It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long flight.
Flight attendant Pennington makes one last check of the passengers' seatbelts and gives the cross-check information to the pilots. Within moments, you hear the airplane engines roar as the plane slowly makes its way down the runway and enters the final takeoff position. Moments later, the plane shoots off and ascends quickly into the ocean blue sky.
Oh man, I was blacked out there. Here, let's get this thing flying, huh?
We're already flying, man.
Oh,
You've been out a little bit.
wow, oh man, I need a serious drink.
Yeah, you may need to line up there on Grandpa's little coffee.
That was good. You want a drink here?
Yeah.
Grab one there.
Yeah.
Tell ya.
Good stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was good. Here. Good stuff. Yeah.
All right, let's get this flight over with.
Oh look, we hit a bird! Oh man.
Oh.
I need more. It's too much.
Approximately 2 hours later, the North by Northwest airplane lands at Orlando International Airport. The passengers see their longtime ORM friend Christine Alexander board the airplane. Christine takes her seat as the plane takes off once again and ascends into the mountains of clouds. While continuing the flight on the plane, the flight attendant makes an announcement. Emily Pennington picks up the speaker.
Hello, passengers of Flight 1459 to Kenoi Island. The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you are now able to use your authorized electronic devices. Your in-flight movie this evening will be Biodome, featuring Pauly Shore.
Todd Moss is full of excitement, as this is his favorite movie. Todd turns to Robert Ford and tells him,
Biodome? God, I love this movie. You haven't lived until you've seen Pauly Shore in action.
Biodome? That movie sucks.
I know. I feel bad for those passengers.
I'm going to catch a few Z's. You think you can handle this?
Yeah, no, I think I can do that.
All right, good. Don't screw up now.
No, I'm gonna try not to.
All right.
Oh boy. All by myself, huh? Here we go. I can do this. It's no problem. I can fly a plane this big. It's not very big.
About an hour later, Flight attendant Pennington delivers the half-rate dinner that most dogs would probably snarl at and leave behind. Nonetheless, Michael Appel begins to devour his Grade D meal and takes out his permitted electronic iPod and tries to make the best of the remaining time on his long flight to paradise. 13 hours later, Diana Estrada looks out of her window and notices that the airplane is no longer over the ocean, and in fact is actually above what appears to be land. Diana Estrada looks over to Diana McClain and says,
What the hell? Diana, why are we still over land? Shouldn't we be over the ocean by now? In fact, aren't we supposed to be landing in the next hour or so?
Fruit Loops. Oh, man. Hey, I see land. I think we're getting close. ready.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see where we're at here. Mauritania? Where the hell did you take us?
But I think it's the computers. It's not me. I didn't make...
Yeah, it's the computers. I'll bet you fell asleep.
No, I wouldn't do a thing like that.
Unacceptable.
I know.
After hearing the lame news from the captain and complaining to your friends about the additional 3 hours that will now be added to the flight, everyone prepares to make the emergency landing to check out the mechanical error. Luckily, your stay in the large country of Mauritania is short-lived as the captain announces that the plane has checked out and they are ready to continue on. Everyone cheers as they know that paradise is nearly just around the corner. The adventurers continue their journey into the vast blue skies. John Bender and several others peer out of their windows to see a vast ocean with small connecting island chains. Just blurred in the distance, they see what they believe to be their destination, the island of Kenoi. Excitement grips the travelers as they start to think about the clear blue beach waters, endless Mai Tais and margaritas, and I said no thought, and all of the pampering one could desire on a well-deserved vacation. Lisa Hendricks and Nicole Snyder reposition themselves in their seats and make sure that their seatbelts are secured, tray tables are locked in place, and that their seats are in their upright positions. Some of their ears begin to pop as the plane descends to the Kenoi runway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Jeffries. On behalf of my co-pilot and I want to thank you for flying North by Northwest Airlines. I do apologize for that 2-hour layover in Mauritania. We did have a bit of a mechanical issue, but of course we got that fixed. Anyway, we're making our final approach down into Kenoi Island. It's about 85 degrees, nice and sunny, so I hope you brought your suntan lotion. Thank you again for flying North by Northwest Airlines.